There are times when we speak and feel unheard, not because no one is around, but because nothing truly listens. If you are here now, you don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to be clear. You don't need to be strong. Tonight we walk slowly into a forest that listened back. Once there was a forest that stood at the edge of many paths. People passed through it often, but rarely stayed. They walked quickly, talked loudly, and carried their thoughts as if the forest were empty. The forest did not interrupt, it listened. Leaves rustled, branches shifted, roots held the ground quietly. The forest heard everything that was spoken and everything that wasn't. Some people entered the forest carrying questions. They spoke them aloud, hoping for answers. Why am I lost? What am I supposed to do? Why does this feel so heavy? The forest did not reply. It listened. Others came carrying memories. They whispered names they no longer said anywhere else. They spoke of things unfinished, of words never sent, of moments that stayed. The forest listened. At first, many felt uncomfortable. Silence pressed gently against them. Without noise, their own thoughts grew louder. Some left quickly. "This place makes me uneasy," they said. The forest remained, but a few stayed. They sat against tree trunks. They leaned into stillness. They noticed something subtle. The forest was not quiet in the way emptiness is quiet. It was quiet in the way attention is quiet. Birds moved without urgency. Wind passed through leaves slowly. Light shifted patiently across the ground. Nothing rushed them. Nothing demanded a response. One person spoke again, not loudly, not carefully, honestly. "I'm tired," they said. The forest listened. Another followed. "I don't know who I am anymore." The forest listened. Someone else said nothing at all. They only breathed. The forest listened. Slowly something changed, not in the forest, in the people. Their shoulders lowered. Their breathing softened. Their words became fewer. Not because they had nothing to say, but because they felt heard. One person noticed that when they stopped filling the silence, the forest seemed closer. Not physically, but gently present. They realized something important. Listening does not require answers. It requires space. The forest offered that space without conditions. It did not rush stories forward. It did not close them. It allowed things to exist unfinished. People began to speak differently, less to be understood, more to be released. Tears fell without embarrassment. Laughter appeared quietly. Both were welcome. Time passed unnoticed. No one checked a watch. The forest held the moment without measuring it. Some people returned again and again, not to say something new, but to remember what it felt like to be received. One day someone asked softly, "Why do you listen?" The forest did not answer with words, but the wind moved gently and light warmed the ground. And in that moment, the person understood. Listening was not something the forest did. It was something the forest was. Connection did not come from being seen. It came from being allowed. Eventually, people left the forest. They returned to their lives, but something stayed with them. They listened differently. They paused more often. They interrupted less. They noticed how rare true listening was. And when they spoke more honestly. Because they knew what it felt like to be met with silence that cared, the forest remained, still listening, still holding space for anyone willing to slow down. Connection does not always come from being understood. Sometimes it comes from being allowed to speak without being rushed. If you feel unseen or unheard or alone, remember this. There are places that listen without needing words. The calm way is one of them. You are welcome here, just as you are.